Today I want to talk about how we can work with farmers and AI as researchers, and then encourage the sustainable future by the collaboration between the farmers and AI. This is an aerial image that we collected during a mission on an aircraft that we were collecting hyperspectral images over our field plots at the Hancock Agricultural Research Station. As Troy just introduced, this is a primary research station for the potato research team, including myself, to conduct field-based applied research to evaluate the production practices and how to improve our use efficiency of fertilizers, pesticide, and other resources for commercial potato and vegetable production. Each year, we will have a couple of research sites at this station, and we collect a decent amount of data to perform our research precision agriculture. The definition of precision agriculture is for our farmers to apply the right input, including water, fertilizer, pesticide, and so forth, at the right time, in the right place, with the right amount, using the right technology. And we call it the 5R strategy. The overall goal is to adopt the precision agriculture practices to achieve the maximum yield and optimal quality of the vegetable crops, because the yield and quality is actually a result of the interaction between genetics, environment, and management. Genetics is the variety that we use for achieving certain yield potential and quality. For each crop species like potato, snap bean, peas, and so forth, there are a lot of different varieties used for different market types. For example, potatoes will have russets, chippers, fresh market types, and so forth. The environment is also critical for the crops to achieve certain crop yield and quality. With the ongoing global climate change, there will be high year-to-year weather variation that could substantially influence the crop performance. Additionally, soil conditions, including the soil pH, soil moisture, soil texture, and so forth, will also have a critical influence on how high the yield will be for the crops. Lastly, management practices, meaning how much nutrient fertilizer, how much pesticide we use to produce the crops, is also going to be critical. At the end of the day, we want to optimize all of these three components for achieving the maximum yield and the better quality for our crops. So my research program assesses and manages the spatial and temporal variability of the crops within the field, taking advantage of the cutting-edge innovative technologies such as the drone-based hyperspectral or multispectral remote sensing, as well as the ground-based robotics to analyze the variability and take responses to make sure that we use the right resources at the right time in the right place. There are 3 aerial images from our research plots at the hearth over the last 3 seasons. In each year, we will plant different varieties under different nitrogen treatments. Taking 2023 as an example, for each strip, we can see there are 2 obviously different canopy colors, and this indicates different varieties. And also, we can see that there are different canopy sizes for each of these 2 different varieties. That's indicating the genetic difference. And also, under different nitrogen treatments, we will have different canopy colors. The darker green color is indicating higher nitrogen rate, whereas the lower or the lighter green color is indicating the lower nitrogen treatment. In this past growing season in 24, we also collected some thermal images to indicate the surface temperature because we believe that during the summertime, the solar radiation will have some substantial influence on crop growth, and we want to compare the thermal temperatures with the traditional hyperspectral or multispectral images. The goal is to see the status of growth for these varieties and then correspond the status with how much nitrogen to apply and when to apply. After we get back to the lab, we will remove the data from the drone and then we will translate the images into very useful and rich spectral data information that could be associated with how much nitrogen is available in the crop and how much other nutrients are available in the crop canopies. These three images are indicating the spectral data that we translated. In each year, on a certain day, these spikes of spectral reflectance will be corresponded to a certain level of nitrogen availability in the crop. And then we can use these information to guide the amount and timing of nitrogen fertilization application for the precision nitrogen management. And that is a goal for our growers. We do not want to over apply and use excessive nitrogen fertilizer, but at the same time, we do not want to under fertilize, and that will penalize the yield potential of the crops. So here is a short video to indicate a very routine day for our field work. My PhD student will launch the drone for a mission to fly over the field. And then the other PhD student was walking the robot over our field to collect some close footage of the crops. And then we will integrate the drone information with the robot information to take a comprehensive overview of the growth of our crops. Lastly, I really want to acknowledge the support of our industry, such as the WPVGA, Wisconsin Potato and Vegetable Growers Association, the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection, USDA NIFA. They are very supportive of providing funding to our research. And I will want to say thank you to all of my team members for their hard work over the last 7 years. Thank you.